All right, we're in Bitwig here, and we are going to experiment with the BIT-8 device. But first, let's create some music so we can apply the BIT-8 device to it. So I'm just going to really quickly make a song. I'm just going to pick one of these devices. Let's just take Polysynth, and we're just going to do a quick little lead in Polysynth. I'm just going to draw it in. I'm not even going to play it. And let's do like something like... Okay. I don't even know what that's going to sound like, but that's okay. We're going to bring in the drum machine next. We're going to pick a random kit. Just going to scroll down. I have no idea what Mystery Kit is. Just double click it, and we will find out. Perfect. And just do like a... All right, so we got that. All right, and then let's bring in a bass real quick. Again with a polysynth, but maybe we'll use polysynth, and maybe we'll use we'll go in here and pick category bass, synth bass, and find something cool. That's a little too wacky jacky. Let's pop it open again. Let's first solo it. Let's draw a bass line in. Okay. Let's do our... Make this length 2 and just duplicate this down to an F, and then duplicate it again, maybe do a G, and duplicate it again down to an F. So we have like a 4-bar bass line, and let's find a good bass sound so it doesn't sound like that. Let's use this one, bass square. Now let's hear how everything sounds now that we have stuff in there. Here we go. All right, came out better than I thought. Now we can apply some BIT-8. And you might be like, why did you go through all that to get to this? Well, because I wanted to show you how quick and easy you can make just a cool little song in Bitwig before we even add any effects. All right, so let's take BIT-8 and pop it into our polysynth. It's going to put it right in the chain here, inserted right next to the synth. Now, what I like to do on any new, this is any new device. This one's an effect. If you show the item help, Bitwig has amazing, like pictorial, like tutorial explanations of each device. And you could even turn the knobs in the help material and open up some of the things. You won't hear anything, but it will show you. Actually, I don't know if I'm playing this, if it will actually. Let's check it out. In the help while it's playing. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that. That's amazing. In the help feature, the device is active and you can change things while reading about what those things do. So let's just screw around. Okay, that's very crushed. If you just listen to this on its own, very crushed. So a BIT-8 is basically a bit crusher, and you can make like 8-bit sounds with it. Now, you can read in the instructions what all that stuff does because it might help you. But I'm just a knob turner kind of guy, so I'm just turning knobs. What I'm going to do now, though, is add some stuff at the end, too, to make it a little cooler, like some reverb and delay. So let's take a reverb. And before the reverb, let's chuck a delay plus in there. And now let's hear how it sounds. The mix is how much of the signal is coming through the BIT-8. So why don't we do this? I mean, that's kind of cool just like that. Let's hear how it sounds in the mix with everything else. It's okay. It needs more girth, I guess you could say. So let's go back and screw with the polysynth and make it sound a little more pronounced before we run it through BIT-8. Because this is a little boring. So let's turn on this EG. There we go. And let's pull this down, this D. So we get a pluck. And turn this up. That's cool. And let's run that through the BIT-8. Now, did that take away both the reverb and the delay? Okay, let's put the delay back in. Hit OK. At least we got delay. Let's keep just the delay. So now we have a cool sounding synth going into the BIT-8 now. But what was it going to do? What was I going to do? Yeah, I forget. So let's just play it and see what happens. Here's BIT-8. Okay, here's a cool thing to do in Bitwig. When you find a knob that sounds good while you turn it, like that, let's automate the turning of this. So you can do that with these, where are they? The modulators. Yeah, that's right here. And we're using LFO on the beat. And we're going to assign the LFO to the clock. Right about, so it does something like that, which is the action that we were actually doing when it was sounding cool. And let's hear how that sounds now. I'm just going to solo it. All right, and let's lower the mix. So there's no BIT-8. It's a little wild. That's pretty cool. Let's hear how that sounds with it. Okay, I see what's going on here. The bass is not on the right beat. Oh, and that's 5's all the way over here. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's duplicate this guy. Bring it up to a G. And then back down to an O. All right, I think we're good. So that's what the BIT-8 does. It crushes bits to bits. Let's put it on the drums. And maybe throw a reverb in there. Put the reverb in the wet effects if we want. Ooh, cool. So let's just keep it on the drums and take it off of the polysynth. So let's just delete it out of there completely. Let's beef up the bass. So that's what BIT-8 does. It crushes things. Let's crush the bass now. Hear how that sounds. Ooh, that's pretty cool too. Let's hear it with the drums. Here we go. All right, let's add the polysynth and mess around with some settings. There we go. Now we're somewhere. And let's put it on the polysynth now too. A little too much going on there. So the BIT-8 apparently has cool presets too, which I just dug into. That sounds pretty cool. Let's just mess around with some of the presets on the drum of BIT-8. That's wild. That's cool. All right, you get the idea. Bit Crusher, like I said 1,000 times, crushes things. Chuck it in some of your tracks, mess around with the signal, and see if a little dirt added to your song will make things sound better. But that's just a little bit of a screw around here in Bitwig. Hope you had fun with me there.